So it's basically reading social cues. I know a lot of adults that could benefit from these. Hello! So, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the spine books for the curriculum that we picked for Bobby. So, I was going to show you the curriculum first, but when I ordered the curriculum to be printed, apparently everybody else in the world did the same. So, I'm still waiting on it, and school's in like a week. The good news is I have their curriculum, I just don't have a printed version, so I think I'll just print the weeks as I go, and then when it gets here, great. But I went ahead and printed out a few pages of it so that I could show you all the spine books for the curriculum that we picked. So we picked Torchlight. For those of you that don't know what Torchlight is, it is a secular curriculum, meaning that it doesn't have any kind of religious, parts to it. And it is very nature-based. And for me, I think since Bobby was born, being in nature is something that I've wanted her to enjoy and just I wanted her to explore. So when I found Torchlight, I was like, this is it. I also loved, they are very inclusive, and the majority of the storybooks that are in their curriculum are little girls. For me, it was just everything that was Torchlight was checking off boxes for me. So today I'm going to show you the spine books, which means the books that they use over and over in their curriculum. So I bought all of the spine books for Torchlight, and then they have 33 other books that you just use for 1 week. It's the story for the week. And we're going to have every 2 weeks a library day. We're going to go to the library and get our books for the next 2 weeks. That way we don't have to buy all 33. I'm sure there's a few classics in there that I'll probably end up buying, like Stone Soup. And I think I saw Stella Luna, stuff like that I know that I'm going to want Bobby to have, but we haven't bought it yet. So I do think I'll end up buying some of the books, but for now I'm just planning on doing a library day every 2 weeks for those books, since you only use them for a week and then you're done. Like I said, there's 33, so you can kind of tell there's a book a week. There's one week that has 2 books. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get into the spine books for Torchlight's curriculum. So for math, there's 3 math books that are in the curriculum, but they also have a math supplement, and we have chosen to do the math supplement as well for Bobby. It's just a little extra lesson each week. Not even a lesson, it's like an activity that you set up for her or your kid to go and do every now and then. So they give you an activity and you just create a station where when you're not doing anything, you could be like, hey, you should go do your math activity, and it gives them a little more practice with math. Anyway, so we have gotten into that. That you don't need any other books for, I don't remember, but if you do, I'm showing you them now. But I'm pretty sure it's just an activity for each one. So the math books, spine books, the first one is Preschool Math at Home. I think that the math books are the most heavy in learning than any of the rest. The rest are very play, and even the math books are very play. So when I say that, don't get scared away by it, but I think that they're a little more set up like regular textbooks. But like I said, all of it is still kind of play learning, which is great. So the first book is Preschool Math at Home. The next math book is Socks Are Like Pants, Cats Are Like Dogs. And this is Games, Puzzles, and Activities for Choosing, Identifying, and Sorting Math. This one's really cool because they talk about how children are better at sorting than we give them credit for. So the sorting, here's bugs. the sorting is a little bit more challenging, where there's might just be like some different patterns in the bugs, and they should be able to group them together. And then the last math books is Mobius Noodles, and it's adventurous math for the playground crowd. So again, just more playing with math. This is a very gentle approach to math, just encouraging them to explore math principles and stuff like that. So that one's going to be fun too. All right, the next area is executive function and inquiry. This is also like emotional intelligence kind of stuff too. So the first book is Breathe Like a Bear. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this book. 30 mindful moments for kids to feel calm and focused anytime, anywhere. They have a separate activity with this book too, where when your child masters a certain mindfulness moment, they get this badge that they get to put on a chart on the wall. And I think that's really sweet too. But imagine you're a tree. Where is your breath? Listening. Waves on the water. Snake breath. Breathe like a bear. Pretend you're a bear hibernating for the winter. When bears hibernate, they breathe slowly in and out through their noses. Yeah, it's just really cute stuff that they get to like take a moment and like focus and just steady themselves. I think this is going to be really fun, and I think it's going to be really great for me also. Like I'm excited to learn from this book as much as I'm excited for her to learn from this book. The next one is Nature's Wonders. This is just like an inquiry book. So basically it asks a question and it gives you answers. And yeah, it's all about just finding inquiry in nature. Nature is amazing. It's full of secrets and incredible things. In this book, you can find the answer to questions like, what is thunder? How do plants eat? What is a fossil? How do fish breathe? Why do some animals sleep all winter? So that one's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. And then the next one is a whole bunch of feelings. Like I said, there's a lot of emotional intelligence in this too, in this curriculum too. So a whole bunch of feelings, and what do they mean? I feel embarrassed. The ball of dread. Sometimes I feel worried. Tense like a rubber band. Nervous Nelly, the skittish fawn. Guilty. I am so proud. So it goes through all good feelings and bad feelings and just kind of explains them in situations with kids. Super cute. I like it. All right, and the last one in this is I Heard Your Feelings conversation cards. This one's really cute too because it like gives you a picture for them to look at, and then you ask questions for your kid to answer based on what's on the picture. So it's basically reading social cues. I know a lot of adults that could benefit from these. Does Rabbit like the gift from Pig? How does Pig feel? What should Rabbit do? Why does Pig care about Rabbit's reaction? This one's cute too. It's a painting with a mama bear and a baby bear. Does Bear like Bear Cub's painting? How does that make Bear Cub feel? What is Bear proud of? How do you feel when something you make is admired? Isn't that cute? Anyway, that's it in the emotional intelligence. And I guess they call it executive function and inquiry. Next is science, which is another one I'm excited about. I know I say that about every group of books, but science is my jam, and this one's going to be a lot of fun. First book is A Little Bit of Dirt. Basically, it's a nature-based 55 plus science and art activities to reconnect children with nature. So it's nature-based science and activities. I know I've planned the first 8 weeks of Bobby's school and figured out all the supplies I need and all that stuff. I know one of the things we're creating in here is a water viewer. So you take like some kind of container and you cut the bottom and you put plastic wrap around it, and then when you push it in the water, you can see what's going on under the surface a little easier. So stuff like that. This one's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about these. This is going to be fun. Okay, then it's, these ones are so cute. Look, I'm an engineer. So this is a bunch of projects that are based around engineering. I think you like create a sun oven, stuff like that. This is a painting with gravity, swinging a pendulum for painting, decorate a den. I think this is one of the ones we're doing early on. Anyways, super cute. But then also same publishers. Look, I'm a scientist. Just science experiments. This one is Iceberg Animal Rescue. Letting it snow. Hear that sound. Putting different amounts of water in jars and like seeing how it affects the sound. Balloon rockets. Anyways, lots of cute stuff in that one too. That's the science section. Then it's art and music. So the first book is Goodnight Songs, A Celebration of the Seasons. This one's beautifully illustrated. It has a CD that comes with it for you to play the music, which I gotta get a CD player. I kind of wish it came with like an MP3 or something. Something that you could download, but that's fine. I need to get a CD player anyways. But each song is written out for you to read along with, and all the pages are very prettily designed. So every week is a song that's in this book, and basically you just focus on one song for a couple weeks and get them used to the song and learning it and stuff like that, and then they switch the song. So that one will be fun. Bobby loves music. So next is Art Lab. Actually, I'm sorry. There's one more thing on music, but it's not a book. It's a CD or an MP3 that you can get on Amazon called Feel What You Feel by Lisa. I should probably know this. Lisa Loeb. I don't know. It's just songs, but that's one. It's all about feelings. It's really cute. Okay, so then we're going to Art Lab for little kids. It has both like nature-based art and just regular art in it. Royal crowns, personal piñatas, working with mixed media, fabric collages, sand and glue paintings. Yeah, making your own shakers. That one's fun. And then the last one in art and music is Doodling Dragons. It goes through each letter. You go through the sounds, and then it gives you like words. Barking beagle, buttered bread, blowing bubbles, baby's bed. So, each one. B. Doodling dragons, dollars, dimes, darling dimples, daddy dimes. Cute, right? Fluttering fairies, fancy fan, fighting fires, fishermen. Fisherman. Then the last spine book that is like required is for poetry, and it's called Outside Your Window, a first book of nature. Again, so pretty in the illustrations. I mean, come on. So pretty. Caterpillars, butterflies. What's eating the leaves, making them like lace and rags? Caterpillars, caterpillars. It's much longer than that. I'm just reading a little bit. These are so pretty. I just can't with this book. That one's going to be fun too. That's poetry. And then they have optional books to add into your curriculum for cooking practice. They have two. I only did one just because we're trying to keep it as chill as possible this first year, and I already added in math too. But I chose the same Look, I'm an Engineer, Look, I'm a Scientist books, and I did Look, I'm a Cook. And yeah, it's just, they teach them how to make guacamole. They teach them about like their senses. So one of these that I was looking at earlier was smell an onion and then take a bite of an apple, and does it change the flavor? Stuff like that. Sometimes when I think about stuff like this, I'm like, man, is Bobby old enough? She's only 3, a little over 3. Is she old enough to like understand that? But I think it's important to not underestimate your child. So I even if I think she's not quite old enough for a lot of the activities, I do plan on trying them with her this year because I have a feeling she's going to surprise me on what she can handle. So that one's going to be fun. Look, I'm a Cook. The other one that was an option is Kid Chef Junior, my first kids cookbook. So you could do either one of those. Those are just the spine books. Like I said, there's still more books that they want for like story time, literature type learning, but we're just going to go to our local library for that stuff. I think library time is really important anyways, and Bobby loves the library, so I think it'll be perfect for Friday mornings. We'll just go to the library and pick out the books for the next 2 weeks. I plan on planning her schooling for every 8 weeks so that I have time to like adjust what we're doing. Like I said in the last video, I don't know how she's going to learn, so I don't know what I'm doing really. So I want to make sure that I give room for us to grow this year and evolve into what it's going to be. And I know each year it's probably going to be different. So I'm trying to keep an open mind. I have a little bit of a problem with planning where I want to plan everything and know everything ahead of time, but I know that in a situation like this, it's important to be flexible. So that's what I'm aiming at. Yeah, I'm really excited about these books. Once my curriculum comes in, I want to do a quick little overview of it, just show y'all kind of how the curriculum's laid out. I'm pretty much following it to a T for the first 8 weeks because I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's a good idea to just start with what they planned. They're the experts here, and then I'll go and develop what's best for us after that. But when it gets here, I'm going to do a quick overview for y'all. Until then, I think next week I have like a DIY project that I'm going to show y'all. And yeah, as soon as I get my curriculum in, I'll film that and try and get it out as soon as possible. It was good talking with y'all. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll answer them the best I can. If you like this video, make sure to give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Click the notification bell so that you're told when I upload more. I hope y'all have a great week. Bye, guys.